Every single day, you are constantly bombarded by toxins from processed foods, polluted air, microplastics, and even the chemicals in your tap water. Most people think they need to buy a $300 box cleanse or starve themselves for a week to detoxify. That is a myth. This is how you actually detox your body. If you want to clear out stagnant waste from your kidneys and deeply hydrate your cells, this is your frontline defense. The deep green flush consists of freshly juiced celery, cucumber, heavy lemon, and a massive chunk of raw ginger. Here's why this specific combination is so incredibly effective. After a full night of sleep, your blood is naturally thicker and your cells are slightly dehydrated. Most people wake up and immediately drink a cup of coffee, which is a diuretic that dehydrates them even further. Instead, you need living water. Cucumbers and celery are packed with structured water and natural electrolytes that your body absorbs instantly. Celery contains unique compounds called cluster salts. These act like a biological magnet, binding to neurotoxins and flushing them straight out of your liver and kidneys. When you add the heavy lemon, the high citric acid content immediately goes to work dissolving calcified deposits and kidney stones before they can even form. The massive chunk of raw ginger is the engine of this drink. Ginger contains gingerol, a highly potent anti-inflammatory compound that physically stimulates your digestion and forces your stomach to wake up. By drinking 16 to 32 ounces of this deeply astringent green juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you are essentially power washing your internal organs before the day even begins. Your liver is the master filter of your entire body. Every single toxin, hormone, and chemical you ingest has to be processed and broken down by the liver. When it gets sluggish, you experience severe brain fog, chronic fatigue, and stubborn belly fat. To forcefully wake up a stagnant liver, you need the Golden Liver Tonic. This is a warm drink made from purified water, a heavy tablespoon of raw turmeric juice or high-quality turmeric powder, fresh ginger, a squeeze of lemon, and one absolutely non-negotiable ingredient, a pinch of black pepper. Turmeric is arguably the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory on the planet thanks to its active compound called curcumin. Curcumin actively repairs damaged liver cells and heavily stimulates the production of bile. Bile is the fluid your liver uses to trap toxins and carry them out of your body through your digestive tract. But there is a massive biological catch. If you consume turmeric on its own, your body will rapidly metabolize it and excrete it, meaning you absorb almost none of the benefits. That's where the black pepper comes in. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. When you combine piperine with curcumin, it physically blocks your liver from instantly rejecting the turmeric, boosting its absorption rate into your bloodstream by a staggering 2,000%. Drinking this warm golden tonic on an empty stomach drastically increases your bile flow, literally sweeping the toxic sludge out of your liver. Now, this is a juice designed for a very specific, highly dangerous problem: heavy metal accumulation. Over the years, we slowly accumulate microscopic amounts of mercury, aluminum, lead, and arsenic from old dental fillings, aluminum cans, contaminated seafood, and everyday cosmetics. These heavy metals bypass normal detox pathways and settle deep into your brain and fat tissue, severely disrupting your central nervous system. To pull these metals out, you need the heavy metal sweeper. You're going to juice a massive handful of fresh cilantro, 2 green apples for the tart malic acid, a lemon, and aggressively mix in a tablespoon of high-quality spirulina powder. This juice initiates a medical process called chelation. Cilantro is one of the only herbs on Earth that has the chemical capability to cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside, the active compounds in the cilantro physically bind to the heavy metal ions trapped in your tissue, ripping them loose. But pulling the metals loose is only half the battle. If you don't sweep them completely out of your digestive tract, your body will just reabsorb them, making you feel incredibly sick. That is exactly why the spirulina is in this drink. Spirulina is an intense blue-green algae that acts like an internal biological sponge. As the cilantro pulls the heavy metals out of your deep tissue, the spirulina binds to them in the digestive tract and safely carries them entirely out of your body. It's a highly strategic two-step cellular cleanup. When you initiate a deep detox and your body starts aggressively dumping stored toxins into your bloodstream, your cells are highly vulnerable. The sudden rush of metabolic waste creates massive amounts of free radical damage, which can leave you feeling exhausted, irritable, and completely drained, often referred to as a healing crisis. To neutralize this threat, you use the Cellular Defense Elixir. The base is simple: 16 ounces of cold filtered water mixed with the juice of a fresh, tart grapefruit. But to make this elixir actually work at the cellular level, you're going to add a potent dose of liquid liposomal vitamin C and liposomal resveratrol. Here is the secret no one tells you about standard vitamin powders or cheap grocery store pills. They're almost instantly destroyed by the harsh acids in your stomach. You absorb a tiny fraction of what is actually on the label. To effectively shield your cells during a fast or deep detox, you must use a liposomal delivery system. Liposomes are microscopic spheres of healthy fat that encapsulate the vitamin C and resveratrol. Because they're wrapped in fat, they completely bypass the destructive digestive process, absorbing directly into your bloodstream and entering your cells intact. One critical detail you cannot ignore. When sourcing these liposomal liquids, they must be stored in genuine amber-colored medicinal glass. This is an absolute necessity, not just a packaging choice. Real amber glass prevents UV light from penetrating the bottle and breaking down the fragile liposomal bonds and antioxidant compounds. Drop your liposomal nutrients directly into the tart grapefruit water. The vitamin C will violently hunt down and neutralize the free radicals, while the resveratrol repairs your damaged cellular mitochondria, giving you pristine, clean energy while you detox. The final drink is the absolute king of resetting your metabolism and regulating your blood sugar. If your digestive tract is moving slowly, any toxins your liver tries to eliminate will just sit in your gut, ferment, and get reabsorbed into your blood. You have to keep the internal assembly line moving rapidly. The Digestive Fire Starter is incredibly simple but violently effective. You need a mug of warm filtered water, 2 tablespoons of raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother still inside it, a squeeze of fresh lemon, and a heavy dash of cayenne pepper. When you drink this on an empty stomach, the intense acetic acid from the apple cider vinegar immediately drops the pH of your stomach. Many people suffer from acid reflux because their stomach acid is actually too weak to close the esophageal valve, not because it's too strong. Introducing this powerful acid forces the valve shut and highly activates your dormant digestive enzymes. Simultaneously, the cayenne pepper acts as a rapid vasodilator. It instantly heats up your core temperature, opens up your blood vessels, and massively increases blood flow to your stomach and intestines. But the real magic happens in your bloodstream. If you drink this 20 minutes before your first meal of the day, the acetic acid physically blocks the enzymes that digest starches. This blunts your blood sugar spike by up to 30%. When your blood sugar stays perfectly flat, your insulin stays low, which forces your body to remain in a fat-burning, detoxifying state for hours after you've already eaten. If you stop flooding your body with processed garbage and start your mornings with these highly strategic, nutrient-dense flushes, you'll pull out the heavy metals, scrub your liver, neutralize the free radicals, and completely revitalize your biology. For more interesting and above all healthy tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe to our channel.